Anyway, back to talking about the real estate market here on the Duncan Duo Show. Want to talk next. There's an interesting thing that's really going on, and I think more and more people are buying into it. And you still have the folks that are certainly concerned, but I think 2017 is going to be the year of the smart home. More and more consumers want that technology. More and more builders are taking advantage of it. And when I talk about a smart home, I'm talking about things like, the ability to control your thermostat. People know about that. The Nest and the different programs that are out there. You've got the the ability to turn lights on and off, computers on and off remotely, open and shut and lock doors. But some of the stuff that I think is, and then things like your hot tub, turn your hot tub on and off, and turning your pool filter on and off, opening and shutting garage doors. The things that I think are going to be even more powerful are some of the voice recognition things that are happening. You look at, Alexa and the Dot and the capabilities that it has when you start connecting it to your smart home features, and you say things like turn the lights off, or you don't need the clapper anymore. You just tell Alexa turn the lights off, or opening windows, shut. I know we have this happen a lot. With people that have their vacation homes, you have the people that have the shutters, the things that they want to shut during hurricane season, and then they got to have somebody go and do it. All that stuff. I mean, if it's electric, there's going to be a way to turn it off, shut it, turn it on with smart home technology. And I think the same thing goes for security. One of the, I think, big concerns people have with the smart home technology, though, is the opening things up to hackers. You have the ability for hackers to maybe get into your system. Can they hack into the device itself and figure out your Wi-Fi password? And then can they get onto your computers? And it creates a whole other level of vulnerability. I think we saw in this election, the election cycle, it's brought more and more awareness to cybersecurity and hacking. And I think that the smart home technology, while convenient, I would imagine we're probably going to have some controversies that haven't yet happened from the smart home devices where people are able to figure out how to hack them. So one thing to be concerned about is certainly that. For someone who's concerned in general about things like that, then smart home technology may be something you look to pass on. But I can tell you that the ability to do these things is just riveting, really. And all the major companies are getting behind it. You've got AT&T and Verizon and Comcast, coming out with all kinds of different services. And it's really remarkable. But I also think the builders are starting to take notice. They're starting to do that stuff up front. When they're putting in the outlets in the home that don't just have the power plugs, but have the lightning plugs, the USB and the Apple chargers, and I think it's a matter of time before even that is wireless, where you're just sitting your phone down and it charges. And some of the phones have that now. Eventually, all of them will. You're literally just going to have to get your phone into a certain area of your house, and if it's in that area, it'll start charging.
Right.
So, do you see that a lot? Customers wanting that kind of technology?
I do, and one thing I was going to mention too, especially with millennials being such a huge part of the market now, it's going to become more and more popular, and especially with new construction and builders, they're going to want to market more towards the millennial buyer, and the more technology and all the different smart features that a home has, it's going to make that particular home, or if it's a subdivision with all new homes, it's going to attract those millennial buyers.
Well, and you also look at it from a standpoint of it can make the home less expensive because you can control your thermostat. You can, I forgot to turn off the AC. I can go turn it off and save myself a few bucks. Or, I left the lights on. Or, did I leave the lights on? Let me look at the cameras. Oh, yeah, I did. Let me turn them off. And so the camera stuff has been around for a while, but even that is getting more advanced. You're getting 1080p cameras. You're getting the ability to stream them on your phones. You're getting the ability for where they detect motion, where there's certain triggers that happen on the motion that they detect. Cameras are a pretty neat feature that, we have them in our office and in our house. And I think that, that's something you're seeing more and more of. And the cost of them keeps coming down. I mean, it's getting so much more affordable. If a couple of years ago you priced out maybe getting a camera or so at your house and thought it was too expensive, look at it now, because I promise you it has gotten, there's so much more competition. It's gotten so much more affordable. And I think that, but no, the home automation stuff is really pretty neat. The ability to give people specific codes only last during a certain time, and All that stuff is really changing the game for real estate. And I think 2017 is going to be a huge year for smart home technology. We're going to see even more and more of it. And I've talked about the technology in the real estate realm with drones and 3D tours. Eventually, you're going to be able to walk into a home, hit a button, and see, or not walk into a home, go onto your computer, hit a button on your computer, and see live video, streaming live video of every feature of a home, which is pretty cool. We're going to be back talking more about the local real estate market with Mike Yates from Atlantic Bay Mortgage here on the Duncan Duo Show after a very quick news break.